Very much, Jake. James and Dwight would need to... This place is erupting, isn't it?
Oh, what an atmosphere. It's been a few months since it's felt like this. And fair play to the fans, because it's been tough times. A change in management, we've all had to buy into it straight away. And I think we see today the way the lad perform, excellent, but we need to continue that because it's a long season ahead.
Yeah, they've been starved to success. You can hear them waiting for this kind of result.
Yeah, you're right. And it has been tough for us and for the fans and for all the staff in the club. But hopefully this is the turning point for this season, because there's a lot of talent in there, and we've got to get our heads down and crack on to next week.
Both of you know this manager. Both of you know what he wanted, and you delivered today. That was all the sweat he wanted and all the effort.
Yeah, we know how good they are as a team, but we also know we were a good team as well. I thought in the game we had the better chances, and luckily enough, big Tark put the header away and got us much needed 3 points today.
James, that's your first Everton goal. Perfect timing.
I know, it's took me a while. I need to score more, to be fair. I feel like I'm good in my own box and I need to get me down a few more in that box. But a great time to do it and a great day. And then we're back to work Monday and crack on again.
You're fighting against the team that's top of the table, but you won pretty much all the duels and the one-to-one battles as well.
I think that's the thing we've lacked a bit this season. We've not lacked technical ability. We've just lacked that little bit of grit at times, and that's what the fans want to see here. And we've got to show it every week. And today we did, and we put a great performance against the best team in the league currently. So yeah, pleased. And I thought this lad was terrific, because it's not tough. He's come in and out the team, but we've seen what he was all about today.
Congratulations. Enjoy the celebrations today.
Sean Dyche will be absolutely delighted. We'll hear from him very shortly. Feels like it really could be a significant day today for Everton. Very emotional out there, both fans and the players. Apologies if you heard a swear word from James Tarkowski, but listen, he's waited a long time to score a goal. When he gets one, you can't blame him for being too overexcited. Should we have a look at it? Because it felt like a goal from him, from a set-piece, with his head. So sort of Sean Dyche-esque, right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I thought he was immense today. I think he's been wanting in a few games in the last couple of weeks.
He's clever though, isn't he?
Great header.
McNeil delivering it as well, so add that to the Burnley connection with Sean Dyche.
He's basically saying, give it to Doucouré, aim for him, yeah? And what I want him to do is go and lock in on Saliba, which Doucouré does.
Creates the space,
and then he's free to make the header. It's really well planned, well organised, and you have to give him credit for that, for working. And the ball in was absolutely perfect.
And if we're talking about giving people credit, let's just consider the amount of work that's gone on at Everton in the last 7 days. You know, this team felt like the epitome of a Sean Dyche side very quickly.
They did. I mean, Sean Dyche quoted it himself before the game, that minimum requirements, maximum effort. And that's exactly what we saw on the pitch today. Throw in some, real detailed organisation. I mean, you'd say they're almost basic organisation of compacting the pitch when you needed to be hard to play through, for your backline to push up so that the distance between backline and midfield was smaller, and the front three. I think the front three pressed exceptionally well, and that set the tone across the whole pitch. Just improvements across absolutely everything, and very much a performance to be proud of, and that is what Sean Dyche will have said to the players going out.
I think the key thing is that you can't allow this just to be a new manager bounce. You can't allow this to be just a little quick honeymoon period just because he's coming and he starts coming with new ideas and everyone's on a clean slate. This has to be now the benchmark. The atmosphere they created here today, every team in the country will find it hard coming if they play with that intensity, and they create the atmosphere with these fans here. Always been a hard place to play, but now it doesn't matter. These players, I looked at the team today, that midfield three that he put out today, I don't think Sean Dyche has had a profile of players with that amount of dynamism. I don't know about quality, but dynamism, the physicality that they've got to be able to get around and get against people. Today, they were so dynamic, they were aggressive. If they beat one player, Arsenal, there was another. And I think that, to work with that, and the players in the forward areas as well, a Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I don't think he's had a player of that quality either. So if he can get them motoring, and with the organisation that he showed that he can put into a team today, they have a real chance.
Sean Dyche deserves a huge amount of credit, because it's about detail, it's about messages to the players, and then it's about the players applying that. But it comes, doesn't it, from the message, from the manager. And the manager was sat eagerly, waiting for this opportunity. He's talked before. He looked at the negativity of me saying, well, you've had a couple of relegations, but actually it's 7.5 years of really good success as well within that.
He weren't happy with that, Martin. He
wasn't Martin's backtrack.
He wasn't happy with that, but he'd be happy now with the result. And he deserves credit, because they've taken it on board, those messages. And we saw different performances from the players.
No, 100%. And when you flip that to Arsenal, who all of us are sitting here going, we believe they could win this league, right? And I put them as favourites. And they'll probably still edge them slightly. But the psychology now, is going to be a real test for them. How do they handle this bump in the road? We've seen them in games,
massive learning
but it's going to be a big thing for them.
You saw Everton first sort of 10-15 minutes, they sat off, they were really deep, the back line was deep, but they made it compact, the midfield came with them. Arsenal are going to come up against that problem time and time again this season, and they've got to find solutions how they can get through that back line, the 1 and 2 touch to be able to get through. So,
I think they come up against that quite often, that type of low block. But it's the aggression that I saw today that teams haven't got really against Arsenal like this. They haven't been able to get close sometimes, and they've played so slick and played through teams.
But it was about today. This is a young Arsenal team, and this was something they've not encountered before. The energy in this ground today, and they just didn't show up, didn't move the ball swiftly, and they allowed Everton then to get into the game and win it. And of course, it's what's been said in that dressing room now.
And these are the moments you played in teams like this. These are the times where you want your star man, your game changers to turn up. You don't play well, but a game changer turns up and produces, and that overrides the system sometimes.
OK, well, we will continue to ask questions about what went wrong from an Arsenal perspective today, but we must give praise to Everton and to Sean Dyche, and he's live right now with Des. Des, give him our congratulations as well.
Yeah, congratulations for everybody. What a start. I mean, everything you wanted, everything you demanded?
Well, I think everything they demanded. You know, it's about the players as well, and I think they're the focal point for me now. Very honest during the week in their assessment of where they were. Very honest of what they felt that we could add as a collective. They've taken a lot on this week. We've condensed a lot of work into a week, and I thank them for that because it's not easy. But as I said, the minimum requirement's maximum effort, and there was certainly plenty of effort today.
We saw that. We saw the press. We saw the duels. We saw the battles. You seem to win most of those.
Well, I think it's important whilst we rebuild confidence. You know, they've been in a position where it's not nice for anyone. You know, and for the players as well. So some of the basic requirements never change. You know, you've got to win your 1v1s, you've got to win your battles, you've got to win your races, you've got to win the commitment cause to the commitment to the cause. Sorry, and I think there was a good feel of that. I still think we can improve with our play, but that comes with confidence, and confidence comes with results usually.
And you said you wanted the players to wear the badge with pride. You've got that response today.
Yeah, but I make it clear, it's not that they weren't. Just needs shining up a little bit. You know, there was commitment, but you need to add to it. You need to rebuild it sometimes. It's not that they weren't. It just maybe got a bit softened. You know, I'm not knocking what they were trying to do under the last manager. I've got my style of working. That's all it is. And I said that's part of it. You know, we want to make sure that everyone knows we are committed to the cause and we are giving everything.
A couple of ex-Burnley players contributed to the performance today. James Tarkowski. Great time for him to score his first Everton goal.
Yeah, I'm delighted for him. He's someone I've taken great joy in watching his career develop. And when he got a move here, I wished him well, and Dwighty as well. You know, they're two players I'm used to working with. Keane will get fitter and sharper, another player I'm used to working with. But they at least give some of the players maybe a nudge in the right direction of how things are going to be working. But no, I'm delighted for them too, because it's a good delivery and a good finish, and set pieces are a big part of the game. We all know that.
And this kind of win against Arsenal, particularly top of the table, restores some of the belief that these players have.
Well, it gives us a platform to move forward, you know, and it's the performance was key to me today, you know, as a manager and the coaching staff, to put so much into a week, and we've crammed a lot in for them to absorb it. The performance was the first marker, if you like, to get a win, of course, against top of the league. They're going great, you know, and we managed to press the game pretty well, managed to calm the game down pretty well. I still think we could deal with the ball better, but as I said, that comes with confidence and belief in doing the basics well, and so that's my style, if you like. I want them to understand the basics of the game, but I said we've got some very good footballers here.
A wonderful start. You jumped in at the deep end, and Mersey Derby next as well.
I know, well, you know, they're easy starts, they say. No, look, we take on everything. You've got to play everyone. I know that, you know, from my years in the Premier League, but I'm just delighted for the players. They've given a lot this week to get that performance right, so I'm delighted for them.